Putra. Wow, is that a good driver? Wait. Ah, ah, ah. Wait. Oh, so hello there, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Valeska Adinata Putra Januari, and I am from LPBA Nurjadid. Well, guys, in this opportunity, let me ask you questions. Have you ever wondered about the history of Surabaya creations? Moreover, when I told you that it involved two directives upon the history belief. Wait, what I'm talking about, it is really understandable, right? But that, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to tell you a story about the story of Surabaya. To keep the moment, just sit back, relax, and give some delicious snack to accompany you watching the story. Like I say, everyone, let's enjoy the story. Once upon a time, in the wonderful river of Northeast Java Island, there lived a very giant crocodile. Yeah, Baya was his name. Well, guys, every day he always lurked from under the water. For anyone who passed there, it will be his delicious meal. All punch on anyone who crosses this river. Well, in another place, there lived a wild and greedy shark, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, his name was. Wait, his name was. Oh, I have forgotten that. Wait, let me ask. Hello, Mr. Shark. What's your name? My name is Sura. Oh, that, ladies and gentlemen, Sura was his name. But, however, living with flock of fish did not make him as happy enough. Like how he was very boring to eat fish as always. Yeah. Well, check it out. One day, when Sura to the river to upland animal, he was so excited when he caught a very fat moose deer playing by the river, ladies and gentlemen. Since that, Sura decided to hunt over this river. Besides, Baya, who realized that his daily food was getting precious, tried to observe what was actually going on. Then audience, he hid himself in the bed of grasses and boom! Yeah, a few minutes after that, Baya saw Sura to oversee the river, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is how the first chaos began, everyone. Prepare yourself with an danger. Baya said out loud, Sura, do you know whose area you bravely stepped in? Now go and get yourself away from this river. What? Hey, foolish crocodile, stop acting like king the way you are. Is it a mistake when I just get lunch over here? Not right. Ladies and gentlemen, hearing that, the two reptiles successfully made a promise for the wreck of their area. And finally, Baya's area was the river, while Sura took over the sea. Well, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Several days after the promise brought a peace for both of them. But, however, ladies and gentlemen, Sura felt very disappointed. Like how when he ate a flock of squid. But guys, he quietly went right to the river. Wait, why are you biting at me, Mr. Shark? What? Oh, that. Oh, yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. That, ladies and gentlemen, Sura informed me that he want all of you to keep silent upon this skin, okay? Well, let's continue to the story. He quietly went right to the river to have lunch. Guys, it only took for a while for Sura to catch the prey. So, with his excitement, he replied, Yummy! This is what actually I need for the daily. But, However, ladies and gentlemen, the excitement blinded Surah for the promise he had, and yeah, he decided to visit this river again. Oh. Besides, Baya, who was confused that his daily food was getting crazy again, ladies and gentlemen. At once, he tried not to blame Surah because the promise they had, but it quickly wore off everyone. However, when Baya was clearly seeing Surah catch a little monkey in the river, guys, with fully anger, Baya went down to the river to face Surah. For how many times shall I tell you that this area is mine? Surah, you have broken our promise. So let me finish what actually I must do. Hmm. What? Clever interpretation, Baya. But the water here is salty, and it touched the sea, and where there's a sea, there's a shark's domain. Ladies and gentlemen, the disresponsible that Surah did, but Baya anger go up more and more. Guys, a few seconds after the great match, what the two reptiles successfully created vandalism in East Java. Wow, I'm so scared to hear that. Do you know there was no any apologies when the promise broke the trust? The long large river was entirely changing into blood water for a minute after. At one specific time, audience, Baya was bitten on the tail, and Sura's tail was almost perfectly broken, everyone. Oh, damn, that's my hand, Mr. Crocodile. Why are you biting at me? What? That's your hand? I'm sorry. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, Surah gave up over the match and went back to the sea. Well, this was how the epic fight was historically admitted as Surah Baya. Surah means the shark, while Baya means the crocodile. The other one. You can take a little more value from my story that sounded like the greatest victories are often found in the wisdom territory, but not in the fury to advance. Maybe that's all from me, and as I say, see you.